Got Johnny Walker taking on Mingyang Zhang. This is Mingyang's done really well so far in the UFC, and Johnny Walker was the hot ticket for a while. Then, this is where you talk about knockouts, and he's been knocked out multiple times. And you take a look at some of the performances. They're putting him up here. His brother's fighting very well. He's a good athlete. He looks good in everything he does, but he does seem a bit chinny at this point in his career. And so when you're talking about a big striker like Zhang, that's problematic.
Yeah, the fluidity of how Zhang, whatever, he stands, he moves, he's clean with his striking. It's going to be a very tough fight, I think, for Johnny Walker. If he can get this fight to the ground, though, and he gets to the top position, I mean, he's explosive. So he still has that explosive power. He's got that long body. He's got those long limbs. If he can get this fight to the ground, create some damage a little bit,
I agree.
take some of it out of Zhang, then I think he's got a chance. But like you said, it just comes down to, as Johnny Walker starts to fight by the second round, if he's not finding his range and he's getting real herky jerky and starts to get a little bit tired, starts leaving openings, starts swinging wild, Zhang's going to be able to touch him. So I'm not picking a winner on this, but I mean, I'm leaning towards Zhang in terms of, because I don't want to pick winners, because I don't pick winners, because I'm like the Drake of MMA betting.
But you're absolutely right, though. The one thing, look at Walker's brother has proven, hey, he can roll. We know Johnny has a ground game. Use it. Yeah. When you have somebody that has shown exactly what they are and where they are strong, take them out of that comfort zone and make them uncomfortable. And that's a perfect route for Johnny Walker to get a win.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The fight, though, that I thought should have been the main event is this one.
Oh, yeah.
It's Brian Ortega versus Aljamain Sterling. I'm just confused on why this fight is not the main event.
Because of where it's at.
That's true. That's right.
it's a simple one. I'm not, but this is the fight. And like, a lot of times when they do fights over in, foreign countries and stuff, you look and you go, I understand why and stuff. But some of the people on the card, you go, it's not that interesting to me. I really don't. I've seen that person once, or maybe I haven't seen them at all. Yeah. But this card's actually got a lot of quality to it. It really does. And and the Brian Ortega versus Aljamain Sterling fight, I think it's fantastic.
Could have headlined its own card somewhere else.
Oh my God.
Or wherever.
It is absolutely my biggest complaint is it's a 3-round fight compared to a 5-round fight.
Yeah, true.
Because it is absolutely, those are two of the best, going at each other, both with great ground games, both have stand up, but it's different. I think Brian's is actually a little bit sharper than Aljamain's. Aljamain may have some power there because he's physically strong, but I mean, this is a great matchup, and I can't wait to see that fight. I don't know who's going to win that fight.
Yeah, I'm going to lean towards Aljo on this.
Okay.
I think Aljo's got the wrestling to get this fight to the ground. I think the grappling is going to be probably kind of neutraled out, but I think that Aljo's going to be able to get to the back, be able to control some position. And what I mean by that is, in a 3-round fight, I think he'll be able to get to the back once or twice in one of the 3 rounds. If he does that, he's good at controlling that back and keeping it there. He just got to make sure that if he's anywhere near Brian Ortega's guard, he's got to stay out of it, because that's where the problem lies. Brian Ortega is great with the triangles, good with the arm and guillotines, good with the darces, anacondas, any of those guillotines, any of those. He's dangerous there. He used those long. He's extremely tall. He's like 5'10", somewhere around. Brian Ortega is. Aljo, I think he's going to be the stronger fighter. He's going to be a little bit better in the wrestling, obviously, I think. And Brian may just be like, hey, okay, I'm cool down here. But if he makes one little mistake, I think Aljo's able to get to the back, able to control 3/4 mounts or something like that.
Yeah, see, I look at it, I think you're right. Aljo can do that. And Brian can do his thing too. So they're both in danger.
Yeah.
When it's on the ground, which is interesting because most of the time that's where they both live, live their best lives. So I look at it and I go, look, Aljo can absolutely do some great work and get to the back and maybe control. But if he makes a mistake down there, Brian's going to catch him. So it's it's a toss up. I totally understand why you can pick Aljo, and he absolutely can win this fight, but Brian can definitely win this fight too. That's what
He
makes it
can as well. He
yeah.
can. I wonder. Here's the other thing. Will Brian try to get back up to his feet? Because I think he's got the clear advantage on the feet.
I think Brian understands that he has an advantage on the feet. I think Brian is going to look at it like, you know, it is an advantage there, and it is basically taking Aljamain out of his comfort zone. Because if you look at every fight, you know, Aljamain wants to take it to the ground because he can, you know, he's a decent stand-up fighter, but he's not a great stand-up fighter. So,
yeah,
you know, if he's going to put the fight somewhere, it's going to be on the ground. Well, let me make it to where you're uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, look, I think this is one of those fantastic fights that I would love to have seen be a main event somewhere for 5 rounds. We could have got the best out of both of them. I think we're going to get a more compact version of the best out of both of them.
It is a 5-round co-main, though, right?
Oh, is it a 5-round?
Yeah, I saw something saying it's 5-round co-main.
Okay, there you go.
I did not know that.
I'm okay with hearing that.
That's the way it should be.
I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and work into the Sergey Pavlovich versus Waldo Cortes-Acosta. Good fight.
Good fight. You know, both heavy hitters.
Yeah, 5-round co-main, by the way, for sure.
That's awesome.
Nice.
That's awesome.
There you go. John, eat your words, buddy.
Yeah. What do you mean 8 my words? I was saying I wanted it as a 5-round. But I mean, you're looking at that's the way it should be. But Sergey against Waldo Cortes-Acosta, this is just a point. Yeah, I want to say someone's going to go to sleep. I want to say it, but if I do, it's not going to happen.
Someone's going to sleep, John.
Oh, see, it's not going to happen.
No, it's going to happen. Someone's going to go to
it's
sleep.
like putting the jinx on it. But look, both these guys are heavy hitters, and Pavlovich in the first round, he is dangerous. Cortes actually has a gas tank though, and I don't think that Pavlovich's wrestling is so good that he's going to be a great concern to Cortes because he stopped decent wrestlers and taking him down, or if they get him down, he gets back up. He's getting better at it. Look, he's a winner because he just keeps on throwing shots, and he ends up, you know, just beating people down. But you know, Sergey's coming off of, you know,
his loss.
His loss. We'll see how he responds, you know, to that, because sometimes mentally that'll get to you, and you become a little cautious in the fight. And he shouldn't be cautious as far as go out and do things the way you did them before.
Yeah, I think he's a level above Acosta. I just think that he's got to make sure he doesn't get touched, you know, and that's very dangerous in the heavyweight division. As most people know, that you just got to be careful that the fight can end at any moment, anytime. Pavlovich got the wrestling, I think, get him down, control from the top position, make him a little bit more tired, and then go ahead and try to knock him out on the feet.
Yeah,
there's a lot of energy wasted on trying to get him down. But Pavlovich just trained at AKA he trained there for years.
Yeah.
Come in, work with Kane, work in with DC and Todd Duffy and those guys. So I've seen his wrestling. It's fantastic. And it's more of like a judo foot sweep, kind of overhook, underhook kind of thing. Not a lot of effort put out there. So if he can get to that, and he's got to keep Acosta off the fence. He try to do it out in the open or bounce him off the fence and try to hit something like that. Then him being on top, I think it will slow things down and open up a lot of the striking. Just don't know if he'll take him down.
You don't want someone like Sergey on top of you.
No, you don't. He's got nasty elbows. He's got good control, good hip pressure. And then I think if he is able to take Acosta down in the first round, by round 2, Acosta won't be the same fighter. He'll be afraid of the wrestling. He'll be hesitant to throw shots, and I think Pavlovich can knock him out after that. So,
okay.
John, any other fights? A lot of them are local talent. So look
at Sumaderji's been fighting in the UFC for a while. He's fun to watch.
Yep.
There's a lot of really good fights in here. I love the fact that Charles Johnson is fighting again. He's going against Kavanaugh. I think Charles Johnson fought 4 times in 2024. Now this will be his 3rd fight. So he's like a fight every quarter. You got to give him, man. He's busy. I love that when you see that in a fighter and stuff. And I know he's coming off of a loss, but hey, it was a close as far as when you're looking at a guy. I want to see a guy that's staying busy, and that's what Charles Johnson's doing.
Yeah, the fight down there with Austin Hubbard and Zhu Rong should be a good fight as well.
Yeah.
And then you've got Kiefer Crosby making his comeback.
Yeah. You also have Pahea going up against Kyle Dawkins. Kyle's tough.
That's way down there on the card.
Yeah, I know. But
Yeah.
that's why I said
Doc
there's
is
actually
making-
some really good talent on this card.
Yeah, Doc is making a return.
Yep.
So good on them. Good on them on having him back. Same thing with Kiefer Crosby making his return. Hopefully he has better performance on this one here. So let's go ahead and wrap up on the UFC talk, and make sure you guys hit that description down below for Element. Use that link down below in the description. They will send you a bonus package. John, right now, what are you doing? You're fasting right now. So
I have been fasting for 10 days. I have not eaten a goddamn thing.
Well, can I ask what brought this on?
Yeah, I was getting fat.
Okay. All right. Alrighty.
Nah, you know, I'd come back from my trip, you know, around the country, drove my ass all over 18 states or something, and you know, ate too much, ate, you know, probably bad food and stuff just because, you know, it was fast. And so I was like, you know what, when I get home, I'm going to go on a fast. And I said, I'll do it for about 14 days.
Oh,
it's tough.
Is it just water and bone broth, like electrolytes and bone broth?
I've been eating a Celtic salt, putting salt in my mouth, water, and the last, let's say 4 days, I've been, instead of the salt, I've replaced it with some elements. So I do, because the elements are 10 calories. And so I do 3 elements throughout the day.
Nice.
So I get 30 calories. It doesn't break the fast.
Nice.
You know,
I heard you can also do bone broth.
You can do bone broth and stuff like that, but also the bone broth, the calories of things is what you're looking at. So I looked at it, you know, I'm getting everything that I need out of the element with the magnesium, the electrolytes, you know, and all the salt. So it was like, nah. And honestly, from that point that I started taking it, I started feeling actually like better, more energy and stuff like that. So it's really helped me in it. And it's like, haven't chewed down on anything. I'm ready to fucking bite a horse.
When are you ending it?
Probably in 2 days.
There you go. Dave, what else you got for us, buddy? Element, the best hydration drink in the business. I had citrus earlier today. It's actually fantastic. And now they're making the lemonade salt in the can. Cannot wait. So if you guys use that link down below in the descriptions, they'll send you a bonus package for every single purchase. That's compliments of the Wayne In podcast. So hope you guys enjoy that.